I never heard of that. I don't know anything about that.
It sounds far out.
Yeah, it sounds far out. Yeah, I can see the evidence to that effect. My favorite story about the government medicine was the swine flu caper. If you remember, if anyone remembers that. I mean, that was documented, and during the Ford administration, I believe, Ford was desperately anxious to get reelected. It didn't look as if he was going to, and discovered the great swine flu menace, and insisted everybody get injected with this virus. There's no authentic cases of swine flu had been recorded, and they're desperately anxious to try to find somebody with swine flu so they can justify the program. They finally found some guy, I think in northern Michigan or Minnesota or something. It turned out, however, he was a pig farmer. He actually got it from swine. That didn't count. So they never really found anybody. In the meantime, they kept injecting people with this stuff, and then people were getting paralyzed from it and dying from it at a fairly hefty rate. And my favorite story, being a New Yorker at the time, being steeped in New York politics and social life, the head of the top mafia family in New York, the sainted Carlo Gambino, I believe, was pretty old then, and his assistant, his top assistant, insisted Godfather, you must go get the swine flu virus injection. And he finally did. He tottered off and got it and died the next day. And his helpful assistant was Carmine Galante, was a secret member of the other competing family, and then took over as head of the mafia. That was one great story. And the other, not really a story, but was that I was talking to my class in American economic history about the current situation at the time. And at that point, Nelson Rockefeller was the vice president. And that morning, I think President Ford, to show the greatness and the safety of the virus, the shot, got himself injected. So one of my students popped up and said, well, if Ford dies tomorrow morning and Rockefeller becomes president, that would vindicate the conspiracy analysis. It didn't happen, anyway.